This is not an ordinary day, and this is not an ordinary message. Today, July 8th, the heavens lean close. A divine hush has fallen upon eternity. The stars have quieted their song, and in that sacred stillness, your name was spoken with tenderness beyond measure. Across dimensions unseen by human eyes, your name has echoed, not in passing, not in accident, but in holy intention. Archangel Michael now stands near, his presence weighted with urgency. He says gently but firmly, "There are only 2 minutes left." A message has been stirred by a voice no longer on this earth, a voice you miss more than words can bear, the one whose absence carved an ache into your chest, the one whose memory follows you into sleep, has pleaded in the courts of heaven, "Father, just once more, let me reach them." And heaven answered. So now I speak, not through thunder, not through fire, but through the hush you feel right now, the one brushing over your spirit like a breeze through trembling leaves. You must not skip this. You must not scroll past. This isn't coincidence. It is the sound of heaven intervening. While you slept, there was a gathering. A light formed in the midst. Your name shimmered in that light. A soul you loved stood tall, familiar, yearning, whole. And they spoke, not with sorrow, but with a longing drenched in love. Please let them know I am near. They have seen your silent suffering, the way you carry grief hidden under daily smiles, the way your heart aches in quiet corners no one visits, the stone in your chest, that mix of guilt, grief, and unanswered questions has been seen, and they wept, not for themselves, but for you, because you have not healed, and they cannot rest until you do. They want you to know, I am okay, but you are not, and that breaks me. Let this word rest in the heart of today. On this sacred day, my words reach your heart again. Even now, the veil between heaven and earth is thinner than it has ever been for you, not by chance, not by force, but by divine appointment. July 8 was chosen before your birth, etched into the scrolls of eternity, because your soul needed to hear this now. The one you miss, yes, them, has not drifted into silence. They are not lost in some unreachable place. They have watched as you smiled in daylight only to crumble in the dark. They saw you cry behind closed doors, pressing your hand to your chest as if trying to hold your heart together. They saw the way your eyes searched the sky as if hoping a breeze might carry their voice back to you. And it did. It carries now, because this is not imagination. This is visitation. They want to say, you did not fail me. You didn't cause what happened. You did not let go. I was simply called elsewhere. You've been holding yourself hostage with regret, haven't you? What if I had said more, done more, stayed longer, prayed harder? But, child of my breath, you must know, life and death move by mysteries no human mind can master. They left, yes, but they left still loving you. They left still longing for your joy to return. Their journey shifted, but your connection did not dissolve. It transformed. And now, they're asking me to speak on their behalf. You wonder, do they still see me? Do they know I miss them? Would they be proud of me? Yes, they see how you treasure their memory like fragile glass, how you kneel in spirit when no one is watching, how you replay moments and try to rewrite endings that were never yours to control. Let me say it clearly now. Stop blaming yourself. Your hands are not stained, your heart is not condemned. The goodbye was never final, only earthly. Carry this light with you and return to it often. This moment was written into the story of July 8th long ago. Before the earth turned toward this day, before the birds began their morning hymn, heaven had already decided. You must receive this now. The one who departed, whether parent, child, friend, or love, they are not lost. They are not a ghost. They are part of the cloud of witnesses that surrounds you even now. Their eyes are full of light, their spirit vibrant, their voice trembling with purpose. They rose before my throne and said, "Interrupt their grief. Let them hear me." So I listened. And I sent Archangel Michael not just with comfort, but with fire, with a word that could not be delayed. You've been asking me for a sign, haven't you? Quietly, desperately. God, if they're near me, show me. God, if they still love me, tell me. This is your sign. This is their voice. This is heaven opening its mouth for your sake. There is something sacred ahead. But grief has become a chain around your ankles. You've been dragging your sadness like a burden, convinced that healing would dishonor them. But that's not true. They say now, live, please, live again. Laugh without guilt, love without fear. I did not die for your joy to die too. They have seen what you endured after they left. The betrayal, the confusion, the loneliness. They know who broke your trust while you were still bleeding. They know who misunderstood you. They know what was stolen from you. And they have asked me to restore it all. Restoration is not a maybe. It is written. Let it echo gently in your spirit as the hours unfold. The heavens align today just to deliver this. You may feel the chill in the air. You may recall their voice, their laugh, their scent. Suddenly, that is not a memory. That is presence. The one you lost never truly left. They walk beside you now in spirit, allowed by my hand to be near. They kissed your forehead in the quiet of night. They sat beside your bed when your breathing trembled through tears. They are permitted to come close. Not always, but today especially. Because this message cannot wait. You have mistaken grief for loyalty. You've convinced yourself that moving forward means letting go. But I tell you, remembrance does not require sorrow. Your loved one pleads, heal, smile, love. Remember me with joy, not ache. You are not dishonoring me by living. You are honoring me by becoming whole again. You may think you missed your moment, that joy was tied to the past. But that's a lie whispered in sorrow's voice. I still have plans for you. I still have purpose seated deep in your spirit. Archangel Michael has shielded you more times than you know. The spiritual attacks that came, words aimed to destroy you, traps laid to ensnare you, were broken apart before they reached you. Why? Because heaven is not done writing your story. And your loved one, they have asked for your blessing. They have requested it personally, not for comfort, but for breakthrough. And I listened. Let it settle. This message is enough for now. Before the world opened its eyes this morning, I had already seen yours. I saw the weariness hiding behind them. I saw the prayers that never made it to your lips. I saw the moment you almost gave up, and the whisper that told you to hold on. That whisper, it wasn't a thought. It was a voice from the other side, a familiar one, the one you love. They saw you pacing the floor in silence, replaying old memories like fragile film. They saw the ache in your chest that no one could diagnose, and they asked me, "Give them a message. Let them know they're not forgotten." So I opened the heavens. I called Michael to carry what others couldn't say, and I cleared the noise around you so you could finally hear what was meant only for your soul. This is not comfort for comfort's sake. This is permission, divine permission, to begin again. You've been delaying joy because sorrow felt safer. You've been shrinking when you were born to expand, and you've been mourning a chapter that was never meant to end your book. Hear this clearly. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not abandoned. The one you lost has not moved on. They have moved closer. Your next season requires more space in your heart than grief has left. So I am making room now, gently, firmly, eternally. And the one who walked with you in life now walks beside you in spirit, whispering, "Keep going. I am proud of you." You are held in this moment. Do not forget that. Even before this day began, I had something to tell you. And now the hour has arrived. You've been searching the world for signs, for comfort, for clarity, and all along the sign has been waiting to find you. That soft nudge, that dream you couldn't explain, that sudden wave of emotion in stillness. It was all heaven reaching. The one you love, the one you ache for, the one who left before their time. They've watched you carry pain like armor, and still they whisper, "Please, don't let my absence become your cage." Grief was never meant to be a prison. It was a river, one to pass through, not drown in. They see your strength, but they also see your exhaustion. They've asked me to lift what you cannot anymore, to open what was sealed, to restore what was stolen, to give back what time seemed to erase. And now the divine exchange begins. I am not silent. I am not far. I have heard the cry behind your quietest moments, the "Why them? Why me? Why now?" And though I will not answer every question, I will do what you need most. I will give you presence. I will give you peace. I will give you purpose. Because what's coming is holy, and heaven could not release it until you open your heart to this truth. You were never forgotten. You were never forsaken. You were always loved by me and by them. Let it echo gently in your spirit as the hours unfold. In the quiet of July 8th, something sacred stirs. This day was not placed randomly on the calendar. It was chosen, appointed, set apart like a candle lit in the dark. For this moment, for this unveiling, for you. There is someone near you who doesn't understand your distance lately. They feel your absence but don't know its root. How could they? You've been holding a presence in your heart that no one else can see. You've been living half here, half there, tethered to someone whose hands you can no longer hold. But I see, and so does heaven. The one you love has stood in my presence. They've spoken your name through trembling lips. Please, Father, let them feel that I never left. Let them know I am still part of their life, still loving them, still praying for them. And I've answered. That's why you felt the stirring in your spirit. That's why your dreams have been wrapped in mystery. That's why your heart has longed for something beyond words. You're not broken. You're not imagining it. You are being visited. They come to sit with you while you sleep. They place peace over your forehead like a blessing. They stay until your breathing deepens and your soul rests. You may not hear them, but your spirit knows. That chill, that warmth, that sudden stillness, that is them. And now I say this, You are allowed to heal. You are permitted to laugh again. You can love again without guilt. You can remember without pain. You are not betraying them by living. You are honoring them by becoming whole. Before this day ends, I will whisper again. Today's stillness carries a message only you can hear. Beneath the noise of your thoughts, beyond the ache in your bones, deeper than the questions that won't go away, my voice speaks now, not as thunder, but as a breath, steady and holy. You've wondered if you missed it, if your chance passed, if the best of life left when they did. But listen, your story was never dependent on the presence of people. It has always been written by my hand, guided by eternity, and guarded by angels. Archangel Michael has been shielding you from battles unseen. There were arrows meant for your heart, words meant to shatter your faith, betrayals hidden behind smiles. But they did not prosper. They could not. Because your name is still burning on heaven's altar, and your purpose is still unfolding. The one you lost, they saw it all. They cried out for divine justice, and I listened. Everything that was stolen, love, peace, years, identity, will be restored. You may not see it yet, but it has already begun. A shift is happening, child of light. You are not who you were when this day began. Grief has shaped you, but it will not define you. Pain has marked you, but it will not claim you. This season that's coming, it's not just recovery, it's resurrection. They whisper again from beyond the veil. I love you. I never stopped. I never left. I've been praying for this moment, for you to receive it. Let this become a seed in your spirit. There is something eternal hidden in this date. July 8th is not just a number, it is a doorway, a sacred threshold that only opens when heaven leans close enough to touch the earth. And today, that door is open wide. The light pouring through it carries the voice of one who once walked beside you and now watches over you. They are no longer bound by time or distance. They do not sleep. They do not forget. They have not missed a single moment of your struggle. They saw the betrayal. They heard the cruel words spoken behind your back. They felt your silent collapse when no one else was watching. And from heaven, they interceded with trembling love. Father, restore them. Don't let them carry this alone. And I listened. I am removing what was never meant to remain in your life. The person you tried to hold on to, the situations you tried to fix, the roles you were forced into, I am undoing them now. Not to leave you empty, but to make space for something divinely aligned. You are being prepared, not punished. You are being protected, not abandoned. Even now, my angels are clearing paths, moving people, rearranging timelines, because the blessing that is coming must not be delayed by counterfeit connections. The one you miss so deeply, they've seen the new soul I'm sending. The one who will love you gently, without condition, the one who was chosen not as replacement, but as restoration. And they agreed. They said yes. You've been chosen for love, the kind you thought was lost forever. The silence after this is also sacred. Today, July 8th, heaven calls your name softly once more. The stars know it. The wind knows it. Even your soul, though weary, recognizes the sacred pull in the atmosphere. The one who left this earth, the one who once held your hand, or perhaps never had the chance, they are near. They stood before me with fire in their voice and said, "Please, God, do not let them give up before the blessing arrives." And I responded. This is not just a message. It is a key, a turning point, a divine interruption sent to free you from everything that bound you. Archangel Michael stands guard, sword drawn, the final seconds counted. He's fought through spiritual resistance just to place this word in front of you. Because the time has come, the delay is over, and your destiny cannot wait another moment. Everything is shifting. The fog that confused you, it's lifting. The voices that wounded you, silenced. The doors that closed in your face, about to open without a knock. You felt the shaking, the sudden changes, the loss of people you once thought permanent. But none of this is random. I am pruning what was draining you, not to punish, but to prepare. This is your divine promotion. This is the release your soul has groaned for in silence. Your name has been seen in visions by someone powerful on earth. They don't know why they're drawn to you yet, but I do. Because your breakthrough is not just near, it's here. And the one you lost, they'll be watching. They'll be smiling. Because they fought for this behind the veil. You heard what you were meant to hear.